Hey guys, it's Mega. And today we have a keyboard that I think is just pushing boundaries when it comes to the 70% layout. But first, a disclaimer. Zion Studios and Win Studios sent this keyboard out for an honest and unbiased review. And that's what we're going to do today. Also, I am just going to build this keyboard while talking in the background. So, if you guys enjoy these kinds of videos, let me know and subscribe while you're there. Alright, let's get on with it. So let's unbox this board. Well, unbag the board and see the other accessories inside. So first off, we have the small accessories box, which has some screws, gaskets, and some other smaller accessories which you will need. Next, we have the PC plate and the foams that we can use for the board if we so choose. Also, let me just plug this Deskmat from Zion Studios. Check them out, links in the description. So let's preface this by talking about what is the 70% layout. In simple terms, it is a TKL without the F row. I reviewed another keyboard like this, the Epomaker Shadow X. Link will be up there. And I have to say I'm liking the 70% layout because it's like having a 60% with arrow keys separately. So you still get to build a 60% keyboard without the awkward keycaps. But then again, if you already own the keycaps, then you're good. But either way, that's just one of the few perks of this layout. But functionally, it's a 65% with exploded arrow keys. Just not as compact, but basically the same idea. But I'm curious, which one do you guys prefer? Let me know in the comments below. But how is this board pushing boundaries? Well, it's basically divided into three parts: the macro, the main PCB, and the nav area. All three parts are connected with ribbon cables that extend from either the left or the right. This is because you can switch between southpaw, which is when the arrow keys are on the left, and northpaw, when the arrow keys are on the right, which is your normal TKL position. I could see both being used productively. Which one would you use, southpaw or northpaw? Comment down below and let me know. What applications would you use them for? And subscribe as well while you're down there for more content like this. Anyway, you can switch between north and southpaw by just plugging the ribbon cable of the macro PCB and the nav PCB on their respective sides when installing them. And once all PCBs are connected, then we can install the switches with the plate. The PCB is a multi-layout PCB as well, so you can choose your layout as you please. Right now, we are using the standard layout apart from the right shift. And for the plate, they are kind of optional in this case because the PCB mounts directly onto the case of the keyboard. But since we have a hot swap keyboard, we should use the plate so the switches don't just pop out while we're typing on it. Speaking of typing, here is the Daring Run DR70F with Moyu Studios Fuyu switches and the PBT Metropolis keycaps. In conclusion, how did this board push boundaries? Well, for one, you can change the layout from south to north paw. And it has a multi-layout support on the PCB at the same time as being hot swap. take that as a good or a bad thing. And it has a cool design with all this brass and gold accents. Personally, I'm loving this design. And it has this RGB light setup on the arrow key side, which you can program using VIA. Although I'm not a big fan of the light leakage that's coming out of this, but really, what can you do? Honestly, not really much to complain about. But this is a great board that you can use in so many different layouts and applications. It's just so versatile and you can program it in VIA or VL. Or if you have the option of buying the Bluetooth version of this, it has its own software as well. Although I have not tested that software, I am pretty sure that VIA and VL will be a really good option for softwares. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you reached this point, thank you. And I hope you guys have a nice day ahead. See ya!
Bye, have a great time.